Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. This video is about Armenia in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. This year's Armenian entry, Future Lover, performed by Brunette, was selected internally. I've watched the official preview video, which is accessible via the official Eurovision Song Contest website, several times, sometimes whilst also following the lyrics. Looking at the lyrics, it's clear that this is a love song. We get plenty of those in Eurovision. The song begins with the first verse. I just wanna make art, read books and just find someone who likes me enough to kiss my face. I wanna explore with him and visit old bookstores and cute little things like drink smoothies at near cafes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Drink smoothies at near cafes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In fact, the way she is, in fact, in the lyrics, it looks like oh, but each instance of oh, she actually pronounces ooh for some reason. Brunette seems to vary her singing speed within lines, but it is effective. Interestingly, at the end of most lines, she continues rapidly to the first word of the next line and takes a slight pause before the next word, which is unusual. I like the piano sound, which can be clearly heard within this verse. The next part is the pre-chorus, at least I think it's the pre-chorus. Oh, future lover, I hope it all comes naturally. I hope our love is quiet outside, but loud inside, oh baby. Oh, future lover, this song I wrote for you. This song I wrote for you, my future lover. Brunette sings this at a similar level, but she seems to pause slightly after the last word of each line here. The piano can still be heard here. Both the opening verse and the pre-chorus are sung in quite a bouncy manner. The chorus is the following line 4 times over. I decide to be good, do good, look good. There is a change in style here. There is a noticeable change in style here. Brunette varies her pitch within that line, and the chorus sounds quite bouncy as a result. There is a noticeable beat in this part of the song. The long section from It's Like a Daydream, but I got some other better plans too. My pain, my panic attacks, oh, is sung in a very different style. It's unclear what part of the song this is meant to be, but from what I can gather, it's a bridge. But to me, it's almost another song within the song. Brunette sings the lines in this section very rapidly. Presumably that's a necessity to get through such a lengthy section and still have the whole song fit into a maximum time limit of 3 minutes. After all, some of the lines in that section are quite long. Furthermore, she sings this section in quite a powerful manner, almost angrily at times, and she varies the volume of her voice. Some parts are sung quite loudly. There are beats in this part of the song, but they're not as frequent as one might expect for this style of singing. This is followed by a second instance of a chorus, and there seems to be more percussion than in the first instance of a chorus. Afterwards, there is an outro in the preview video, it is sung in Armenian. It's nice to include a bit of a local language in in a song that is predominantly sung in English. I hope Brunette keeps the outro in Armenian when she sings live in Liverpool. The English translation of the Armenian section is, you're so far away from me, left alone far, far away. You and I, silent in my dream, we're lost far, far away. The level at which Brunette sings this outro and the accompanying percussion is similar to the second instance of the chorus. The song ends with a piano sound similar to what appears in the opening verse. Altogether, this is clearly a song of two halves. It's a ballad up to the end of the first chorus, and it's a very powerful song during the long bridge section. You could even say it's two songs in one. Furthermore, I think it's an unusual song structure, having just one verse followed by the pre-chorus and chorus, and then an extended length bridge instead of a second verse, a second instance of a chorus, and a typical length bridge. Anyway, Brunette has a beautiful voice and demonstrates her talent to sing in two distinctively different styles in two parts of a song. It'll be interesting to see how this is staged in Liverpool. And by the way, I haven't seen any publicly viewable rehearsal footage yet. In fact, whilst I'm still reviewing songs, and I've still got a lot of them to review, I'm trying to avoid watching rehearsal footage. I've noticed from a preview video the giant bells above the stage where the video was filmed, so presumably they might have giant bells above the stage in the Liverpool arena. But the Armenian broadcaster and delegation should consider what happened when the UK had the giant trumpets above the stage 2 years ago. Yes, we know what happened to James Newman and Embers with the giant trumpets above the stage. Anyway, back to Armenia's entry for this year. Brunette moves about during the bridge section, so she could dance in a similar manner during that part of the song while singing. That is, if she can manage both dancing and singing live simultaneously. There have been singers who've tried to dance and sing at the same time and have been breathless as a result. There could well be strobe lighting and dry ice effects to recreate similar effects that are seen in the bridge section of a video. At Eurovision, Armenia will be song number 2 in the second semi-final on the 11th of May 2023. Time will tell whether or not Armenia will qualify to a grand final. According to Eurovision World, Armenia is currently 4th in the bookies' odds for qualifying from the second semi-final to the grand final. But what do the bookies know? Although being 4th in the odds suggests a high likelihood of qualifying, there is no guarantee that Armenia will qualify. Anything can happen on a night. The quality of live performance on the night, along with the staging, could make a critical difference between Armenia qualifying and not qualifying. The United Kingdom votes in the second semi-final, but time will tell whether or not I will want to vote for Armenia that evening. Bear in mind, the semi-finals this year are decided by televoting only. Although juries vote in the semi-finals, their points will only be used in the semi-finals if a country is unable to provide a valid televote result. Good luck to Brunette in the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 second semi-final and in the grand final if she gets there. So you've heard my views on Future Lover, but what do you think of this song? Do you think Future Lover stands a good chance of qualifying to the Eurovision Song Contest 2023 grand final and doing well once there? Or do you think it will be eliminated in the semi-final? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, remember to hit the like button. And if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, first grade rocks. Goodbye, da boch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do powiedzenia, serdecznie.